Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Amherst. Your 2011 Pittsburgh Penguins are taking on the Amherst Knights. Action started feverishly so far by Amherst. Got the puck into the pen zone and got two quick shots off. Colin Bartley was equal to the task. By Goldberg. Puck's rimmed around to the point. Shot blocked by a glove, drops in front, save made, Bartley, rebound, score. Amherst with the quick goal. Penguins not ready to play at all. Sorry, I'm still trying to get everything set up and configured here. Not sure if this is even broadcast even coming through. Wi-Fi is not very good. Rink doesn't have a very good view, so this is what we got, guys. Hope we're enjoying it. All right, so currently we have Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong on the ice. Puck battled for at the blue line, dumped in and up to Schaefer. Schaefer surveys, dumps it down, pressured by Vickers, gathered by Schaefer. He gets knocked down. Here, call forthcoming. So the Penguins are going to go to the power play with 10:49 left in the first period, down 1-0. All right. Puck is rimmed around into the corner. Amherst takes it up the ice and tries to go around Kumnik, not able to do so. Gathered in by Ladigan. Ladigan throws it up to Kumnik. Kumnik comes with a head of steam. He surveys, dumps in, and Penguins chase. Pressured by Armstrong. Amherst defenseman rims it around the other side. Held in by Kumnik. Thrown in front, knocked to the corner. Schaefer with the shot. Rebound. No one in front to take a whack at that one, and it's sent back to center red. Gathered in by Schweitzer. Ryan Schweitzer, nice little backhand pass, and then a nice little touch pass to Cooper by Schaefer. Shot, gloved and held by the Amherst goaltender. 33 seconds to go in the power play. We've got Sigel, Lohr, and Schweitzer together. 9:53 to go, first period. That one's knocked to the corner, gathered in by Lohr. He jousts in the corner and gathered in by Amherst. Tip to the point, held in, shot to the net, saved, kick to the corner nicely by the Amherst goaltender. To the point again, held in by Foligno, goes to Sigel, who goes to Schweitzer, and now gathered in by Amherst. 14 seconds to go in the Penguins power play. Amherst player dumps it behind the net. And there Foligno sees pressure. Changes direction. Goes up the boards. Nice little touch pass back to Foligno, and the pass just misses. Schweitzer almost got knocked in the head there. Pressured by Sigel and followed on by Lohr. Amherst gets it to the top of the circle and going to come up and out of their zone. Goldberg pressures. Back check now. Apparently we're going to play our typical New York games here where it's going to be a physical one and they're not going to call it, so the Pens need to be prepared. Bowen, Goldberg, Baru with Kumnik and Zachi on the back end. To the point, dumped in by Amherst into the corner. Baru goes up, not able to get it out. Goldberg goes up to Bowen, gets out, and they swing it right back in, does Amherst. Gathered in by Kumnik. They go D to D. Zachi surveys, goes up the boards to Baru, not able to get it out, goes back to Zachi, who does get it out, and rimmed right back in. In comes Amherst, bodied by Goldberg, followed on by Bowen and rimmed around to Kumnick. Kumnick goes around to his defensive partner now, Alex Ladigan, and held and thrown in front by Amherst. Goes to the corner, Bowen retreats, gathers, throws to the point, not able to get it out, and now Goldberg gathers. He throws it down, going to be far enough for icing. It is. 7:29 to go, first period. Clock's running. Apparently we forgot to shut off the clock. All right, there we go. All right, so the Pens are starting slow. Amherst looks quick and aggressive. And we'll see if the Penguins can get their feet under them and get a little pushback here. Looks like, let me see who we have here. Vickers, Schaefer, and Armstrong. Amherst wins the face-off, and the Pens now gather in, come back with a head of steam. Schaefer with a good look, shot, deflected to the corner. Armstrong in on that, in the corner, tries to go around, and Amherst is up and out. Ladigan holds in, goes down to Schaefer, and the Pens will do battle in the corner. Armstrong over, blocks off the Amherst player, and now we have two aside for a scrum in the corner. And Schaefer came over, down to support, and Amherst gets the puck and is able to go out to center red. That pass misses, and Amherst is able to gain control, and in comes the Amherst player into the corner out front, and defended nicely by Alex Ladigan. Knocks that pass, the centering pass to the corner. Scrum in front, once, twice by he's able to make the save. Pens really don't have much push right now. All right. Amherst comes out of the corner, goes in front, tries to jam it in, saved by Bartley. And that one goes up and out of play. 5:56 to go. First period, all Amherst currently. Hits Cooper Siegel. Bodies fly there. And Zachy comes back and gathers in on his own end. Zachy goes up to Siegel, who gets stripped, and there's going to be a call against Amherst. So the Pens are going to another really cold rink. Not sure what it is with northern rinks, but they all seem to be very cold. So Siegel steps in to take the draw, wins that over to Schweitzer, and back comes Amherst, shorthanded. They've got a step, they've got a chance. One shot goes wide. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing everybody. We're so far away from the play here. I'm not sure who's who at any given moment. Lord gathers in, drops it back. Amherst rims it around. Zachke steps up. Zachke is not able to. And Schweitzer surveys. Goes around to Zachke. He stops, goes up to Siegel over his stick to the point and rimmed back around. Back to Zachke. Zachke surveys, goes wide, misses his intended target, and back comes Amherst. They dump it back down again. And gathered on by Kumnick. By the Amherst defenseman, though. And back comes Amherst. 17 seconds to go in the power play. 4:23 to go in the first period. Look kind of like an even strength or possibly power play there for Amherst. Pens really need to pick up their speed, their tempo. Haven't seen them look this flat all year. Deflected, stopped. Bowen on the puck now. Nope, he's not able to get there. Knocked to the point. Kumnick holds in. Shot. Goldberg just misses the tip. And Goldberg surveys. Nifty little move out of the corner to Bowen. Bounces off his stick. Defender's hand with that blaster. And rimmed around to the other side. And Bowen held it in. And now Amherst is able to throw it back to center red. Kumnick gathers, makes a move at the blue lines. Not able to get past the second defender, though. 3:17 to go, first period. And Amherst gathers in and comes back. They miss on a pass there. The Pens gather in. Tyson Schaefer comes up the side, goes to Armstrong. Armstrong with the toe drag shot, but blocked by the defender, followed on by Vickers. Vickers in front, and that one gets knocked away. Vickers with a nice back check, knocks the puck away from the streaking forward of Amherst. And Vickers surveys, goes up to center, and back goes the Amherst defender to gather the puck. Now they survey, go up to their winger, and back to center red. That one gets knocked around Foligno, and Dixon over to cover. Nice play by Brady there. And in behind the net, can't see a whole lot. Sorry, we're really far away here. Armstrong comes up with the puck on the wing. He gets it out to center, and back comes Amherst. They wait for the man to get onside, enter the zone. Nice little move there. Shot knocked aside by Bartley, gathered in by Armstrong. Up to center goes puck to Vickers, and then that gets knocked back and goes to Armstrong, or excuse me, Schaefer, and back up to Vickers at center red. Vickers dumps, and is going to go off for a change. And up come the Knights. Puck's dumped into the pen zone. Amherst with the shot wide, gathered in by Bartley and held. So 1-0 Amherst, 1:35 to go in the first period. Penn's starting to get a little life, a little bit underneath there. So I'm sure the signal is not very good, and I apologize. That one goes to Amherst. Amherst goes behind the net. Kumnick gathers in. Tried to go up the wing, blocked by the defense. By Kumnick, held in nicely, and that's knocked around him. Amherst forward has a step. Kumnick chasing. Shot. Nice save by Bartley, knocking that one just wide into the corner. And Lohr goes to Sigel. Sigel head up, dumps it into the corner, and followed on by Kumnick, who takes a bump without the puck, and now it goes over to Ladigan. He dumps it into the corner, followed on by Cooper. Sigel takes it, goes back to the point, and Ladigan surveys, dumps it around, and Sigel over again to gain possession. He spins off, goes through two players, comes out front, one shot, puck's free in the crease. Who can get it? It's just sitting there and skates. No one's able to get it back into the goaltender. 1-2 shots, and we have a whistle. We also have life on the Penguins' half, which is nice to see because there hasn't been much. A little slow on the shot totals. Apologize for that. Updating those. We now have Bowen, Goldberg, and Baru with Foligno and Ladigan on the point. Puck one to Bowen. Bowen goes to the point to Ladigan. He throws in front to Goldberg, and that one gets knocked wide. Back comes Amherst with speed. They go in front, gathered in by Ladigan, who goes behind the net, and that's going to end the first period. All right, let's take a brief intermission, and we'll be back with you shortly. All right, welcome back. We've got Goldberg, Baru, Bowen, Wazachi, and Dixon on the backside. Amherst takes possession. Baru follows out, pokes the puck away, and now there's scrum at center ice. Bowen follows on, knocks that off the stick, and followed up by Amherst. And they come with the shot. That's deflected to the corner. And Dixon chases. Goldberg down low, helping out. Goes to Zachi. Zachi goes up to Baru, cuts it into the middle. Baru with a head of steam. Goes through the man, tries to get it. Back checker. Baru with the shot. Just goes into the corner. Gathered on by Amherst. Throws up to Goldberg. Going to be a penalty for a slash on Baru, it looks like. So Amherst is going to get their first power play of the game. .25 to go, first period. We're only playing 12-minute periods here, so Amherst gets their first power play. We've got Vickers, Armstrong, Ladigan, and Kumnick. One by Vickers. Fought for on the boards by Vickers. He pushes up. Does battle with two Amherst players. Still does battle, and out comes Amherst. Thrown to the point and thrown back in. Amherst takes possession. No, they don't. Vickers gets it. Has Armstrong. He's going to go wide with it. Drives hard. Comes into the corner. Gets bumped, and both bodies go flying into the corner. No call. Both players are down. Amherst player's up and looks to be okay. And they're still looking at Enzo Vickers to see if he's okay. Always a dangerous play when two bodies come together with that much speed right near the boards. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. So they're helping Vickers to get to the boards. Hopefully he's all right. It appears like he hit his back. So 59 seconds to go, second period, excuse me. Amherst is on the power play with 59 seconds remaining in it. All right, so Schweitzer steps in with Schaefer on his wing, and Kumnick and Ladigan on defense. In comes Amherst, streaking wide, pass in front, stick lifted by Kumnick. Nice play there. Amherst wasn't able to deflect that puck. Puck thrown in the middle, knocked to the point by Schaefer, and held in. Ladigan goes to the board. Schaefer there, he throws to the point, and out it comes. Schweitzer in pursuit, gets the puck, comes in one-on-one, goes outside, puts the puck behind the net, gathers in, and just eats it on the boards. Just going to kill some power play time there for Amherst. Amherst gains possession, comes out to the wing, and up to center. That goes through three players. And into the corner, gathered on by Ladigan. Ladigan goes to Schaefer. Schaefer head up, surveys, goes wide to Schweitzer, just misses that outlet pass. Tries it again. Another nice play by the Amherst forward there to back check and pick it up. Penalty over. Icing on the Penguins. 9:49 to go, second period. 1-0 Amherst. Looks like we've got Siegel, Armstrong, and Lohr with Foligno and Dixon on the defensive pairing. In steps Siegel, knocked to the boards, taken by Amherst, and shot saved by Bartley. That one was ticketed for the upper corner, but nice glove hand by Colin to knock that one down. Amherst gathers in, throws out front, and knocked to the point. Shot from the point, screen, score, Amherst. That one was a seeing eye shot from out high. One of the Pens tried to kick their skate, missed it, and it went just in the corner and through. 2-0 Amherst. 9:29 to go. In steps Siegel to take the faceoff. And won by Amherst. Thrown up into the Penn zone. And gathered in by Foligno. Foligno surveys, goes up to the winger, who tips it to the center, and knocked back by... Nice clean shot in front, out front, save, rebound, score, Amherst. Pens are just not moving their feet. Standing around watching play as the puck gets put in the back of the net. 3-0 Amherst. They've just got to be better. There's got to be more effort. There's got to be more care there. It just not moving their feet, hanging their goaltender out to dry there. Colin made a beautiful save coming out aggressively, stopping the original shot, and then there was just nobody there to pick up the back Amherst player who buries it. 3-0 Amherst. Brew gathers in, cuts to the center, goes across, gets it knocked into the corner. He does battle. Now Bowen pursues. And rimmed back around. Baru pursues. And up comes Amherst. Held in by Zachy. No, not. Just gets out. And they go D to D. Up to Bowen. Immediately stepped up on by the defender and knocked back. Zachy dumps it in. And in goes Bowen in pursuit. Amherst gathers. Bowen, nope, gets knocked around to the other quarter. Goldberg pursues, and that gets sent up to the winger of Amherst, who has all types of space, comes up, drives wide, knocked to the corner by Kumnick. Nobody to follow on, though. Amherst gets a puck in front once, twice. Save made by Bartley. Schweitzer lures Siegel step on with Foligno and Lanigan as the D pairing. To the point, shot. Blocked, shot again, in on Bartley. Nice save to the corner. And two bends. Up to the point, held in, and into the corner again. Penalty forthcoming on Schweitzer for a rough. They're going to call the team that's down and that retaliates. And despite the fact that he got whacked twice in the corner, they're not going to call that. They're going to call the makeup when Schweitzer comes out and aggressively pursues. All right, 7:46 to go, second period, 3-0. The Amherst Knights are over our Pittsburgh Penguins right now. And thrown in front, backhand on Bartley. That one goes up, over and in. 4-0 Amherst. Doesn't seem to be the Pens' day, unfortunately. That one had eyes. Just rolled up and over the stick, the glove, off the post, and in. It's an unlucky bounce that finds the back of the net. 4-0 Amherst. And back comes Amherst, 3-on-1. A crossover shot. Nice diving play by Zach to take that shot away from the Amherst player. Gathered on by Armstrong. We've got Armstrong, Schaefer, and Goldberg currently. Goldberg's late to get in the play because he got body checked coming up with the puck. Now puck goes into the corner. Gathered on by Amherst. Nice outlet to their winger, and then up to center. Center comes with speed wide. Pushed wide by Dixon, and now into the corner. Dixon does battle with the Amherst player. Hard slash down on Dixon. Now a cross check. Another cross check. Shouldn't have to happen 3 times before you make the call. And the call's finally made after the third whack. Apparently 2's the number. They'll let you do 2, but the third one they're going to call. And the Pens are going to go to the power play. 6:45 to go. Let's see if they can get a little life here. So looks like Vickers is back with Bowen and Baru, and Kumnick and Ladigan on the point. Trying to get the clock straightened out. So it's center. Both centers look to be getting talked to by the official. And puck's dropped. One by the Pens, back to the point. They try to go D to D. They do. Shot over to in front. Bowen gathers. Backhand shot through the crease. Over to the corner. Followed on by Vickers. Bowen goes in. Gathers on. He gets hooked. There's another call coming now against the Amherst Knights. So the Pens are going to go on a 5-on-3. Minute 8 still left in the first power play, or penalty, excuse me. Now a minute 30, so the Pens will have a 5-on-3 for a minute and 8 seconds, unless they actually put the puck in the net. If they happen to do that, then actually get ourselves started here and come back. All right. Official calls, so we still have Vickers, Bowen, Baru with Kumnick and Ladigan. Vickers steps in, wins it to Bowen. Bowen goes to the point to Kumnick. Kumnick shot, deflected, rebound, score! There we go. Little life from the Penguins now. Enzo Vickers there in front to put home the nice rebound. So that took 6 seconds for the Pens to tally and get one. Let's see if they can start to get some life now and start to roll. All right, so Amherst takes ownership at center red, dumps it into the Pen zone. And Vickers back in his own end. He makes the pass over to And that hits a stick that's laying on the ice and gathered on by Amherst. And puck in front. Out comes Bowen with the puck now. He goes over to Baru. Baru cuts into the center. Nifty little toe drag. Doesn't get around, though, and knocked away by the Amherst defender. Back comes Amherst. Knocks it into the corner. Gathered on by Vickers. Knocked around. And Baru down deep. He surveys. Foligno gathers on. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Up to Bowen. Bowen surveys, chips it up, and that's going to be far enough for icing. 23 seconds to go in the power play. 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the second period. 4-1 Amherst Knights. Schweitzer, Sigel, and Lohr with Zachi and Kumnik on the defensive side. Kumnik gathers in, goes up the boards, goes around, continues to go forward into the corner. He takes possession, surveys in front, pass, knocked to the side. Amherst goes to their winger, held in by Zachi, goes back down into the corner. No, I'm sorry, back to the top of the circle, and Schweitzer takes possession. Pass in front, just misses. Cooper Sigel in front. Back comes Amherst. There's a little pick play at the blue line to knock the defender out. Smart play by the Amherst player, and clean. Colin Bartley with 1-2 saves. He covers and gets jabbed at a couple times before the whistle blows. He's able to hold. Face-off will be to the right of Colin Bartley. Schweitzer steps in. Zachke gathers, surveys, head up, takes the ice that's given to him, goes up to Schweitzer, cuts across. He looks, dumps in, offside. All right. So we now have Armstrong, Schaefer, and Goldberg step on the ice with Foligno and Ladigan. Face-off is just outside of the Amherst zone. Paddle's done. Puck goes up and out of play. And we'll have a whistle back at the same spot again. So game one of the day. Game two will be, I believe it's at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock today. And then we'll be back on I-90 and 79 to head back to Pittsburgh. So quick in and out trip. Goldberg in front. Goes wide. Survey. Shot. Score. Nate Goldberg snipes the top corner. 4-2. Penn showing a little bit more life. Feel like this is normally the Penguins' MO, to get up early on a team and then kind of go into a bit of a lull. Let's see if the Pens can continue their efforts and get within one before the end of the period. Goldberg steps in, one forward by Amherst. Kumnik steps up on the forward, rimmed back to center, and Amherst tries to go D to D. That just misses, but they're able to get possession, knock it up. It goes up to Zachi. Zachi surveys, goes up and out, and Amherst gathers again. They survey, regroup, and come into the Pittsburgh zone. Puck into the corner. Out front, wide open player, back check by Goldberg down low. Amherst fans on that shot, and Schaefer gets it up. Just misses Armstrong. It's a race, and Armstrong is in pursuit. Pushes the Amherst player behind the net. They miss their pass, gathered on by Dixon. Dixon with a nice little move. Tried to go low. That's deflected wide, and back comes Amherst now. 1-on-2. Drives wide. Lose the puck into the corner. And up to the point goes the puck. Knocked wide. Amherst gathers. They do battle on the boards. Goes up to the middle. Dixon comes out. Goes backhand pass to Baru. Baru gathers on and is met by a Knights defender. Back comes Amherst, pressured by Bowen. Just give me a minute, just let it go. And Vickers gathers on. All right, we seem to have lost our feed there. There we go, feed's back. 2:20 to go. Second period, 4-2 Amherst Knights over your Pittsburgh Penguins. In steps Enzo Vickers, does battle at center ice, and won by Amherst. Amherst gathers in. 1-2 moves to the blue line, then shot on. Puck goes in front, centering pass blocked, but out to Amherst. Shot and blocked by Baru. Vickers does battle. Now it's shot back to Kumnick. Kumnick goes around up to Baru. Baru gets the puck up and down. It's going to be far enough for icing. It is. 1:46 to go now for second period. Schweitzer, Siegel, Lohr, Foligno, and Dixon are your 5 pens. Foligno does battle on boards for the puck. Amherst gets some room, goes behind the net. Met by Foligno, takes the puck, chips it around to Schweitzer. Schweitzer gathers on. Nice move by Ryan Schweitzer. Throws it up to Lohr. Gathers in. Lohr goes wide. Back behind the net. Goes to Siegel. Gathered on by Lohr again. In front, wrap, shot, score! Cooper Siegel pops home the pass from Ryan Lohr, and it's now 4-3. So despite a very slow start by the Penguins, they've certainly found their feet. Always tough when you have a travel day. And a fair amount of the team, I think, came up this morning with that 3.5-hour car ride, and boys just weren't quite ready to play. So 1:17 to go, second period, 4-3 Amherst. Still gathers on, goes over to Lohr again. Lohr has that one knocked wide, gathers on though. And battle's done in the corner. Siegel in the corner now. He gathers on, and I'm sorry, Siegel gathers on now. That was Schweitzer before, sorry. Now Schweitzer has the puck. Spins once, twice, rims it around, and Amherst is going to get possession. They've got a little bit of, nope, they don't have a little bit of room. Nice play by Ryan Lohr there to step up, and then goes Schweitzer in pursuit. Amherst gets the puck back to center red and gathered on by Foligno. Foligno surveys, spins, looks again, tries to go up, does, finds Armstrong. Armstrong comes up, throws it up to Lohr, who tips it to Schweitzer. Schweitzer just has that one knocked off his stick. And Amherst regroups behind their own net. Armstrong in pursuit. Now Schaefer holds on. And into the corner go some bodies. Out comes Amherst, throws it to the point, held by Foligno. And Armstrong has the puck. That's going to end the second period. Give us a few seconds here, and we'll be right back after this intermission. right, welcome back. Third period action. There's now 15 minutes on the clock. And in comes Amherst. Kumnick pushes the player wide. Shot on Bartley and held. Goldberg, Schaefer, Armstrong with Zachi and Kumnick on the ice. Won by Amherst. Shot, save, held by Bartley. Good job there to hold the rebound because they were crashing hard at the net. That one's knocked wide by Bartley, gathered on by Baru. Goes to the point, but not out. Vickers does battle, gathered on by Amherst. Shot, big rebound. Clears the first wave, and now gathered on by Siegel. Siegel dumps it in. Baru gives chase. And now Vickers follows on. Out front, do battle, bang, whack, score! The puck is in the net. Some hacking and whacking it. The puck goes in. Not sure who got it. There were a lot of bodies in front, but it does go in. 4-4. Bit of a discussion between the officials and the Amherst coaching staff. After a brief discussion, the officials come over and record the goal. Officials continue to have a talk. And okay, here we go. Looks like we're gonna get back on with play. 14:05 to go, third period. And Vickers gathers on. Dumps the puck, and Bowen follows on now. And Bowen does battle against two Amherst. Amherst comes out with possession, and Vickers follows on. And there's going to be a call against the Penguins. Looks like it's going to be on Vickers. Amherst goes to the power play. Four, third period, 13:44 to go. Baru wins the faceoff, chips it up, and Bowen in a foot race. Won by Amherst, knocked out the center. Zachi gathers on. He goes up to Bowen. Bowen knocks it into the corner. And up to the point, held in by Dixon. Baru in pursuit. And Amherst takes possession. They go wide. Gathered on by two players, Penn's players there. And knocked back up. Puck goes up and out of play into the scorekeeper's box. 47 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Penguins. Like Schweitzer and Lohr are going to be your two forwards with Kumnick and Ladigan. Puck's won by the Penguins. Kumnick surveys. Throws it up to the point. Held in by Amherst. Thrown in front. gathered on by Latigan, up to the point again, but held on. And they go cross ice this time. That one's blocked. In front. Nice defensive play by Latigan. Goes to Kumnick. Kumnick goes up to Schweitzer. Held in by the defender again. Out in front. Centering pass misses. Back to the point. Held in. Attempted slap shot blocked by Lohr. Thrown right across the crease, clear of everybody, and thrown back to center. Penguins kill off the power play, or the penalty kill, and are now back to even strength. 12 minutes ago, third period. Schweitzer gathers on. That's taken away by Amherst. Amherst comes back. Pulls up. Centering pass just misses. And into the corner. And Pens take ownership. Chip it back to the point. Held in nicely again by Amherst. Support from Schweitzer down low. And he goes up and to center red. And Armstrong carries on. And he still carries on. Goes in front to Siegel. And there was nobody home in that centering pass by Siegel. Amherst is going to ice the puck in an attempt to spring a guy in the back end, but just a bit too far. 11:19 to go, third period. 4-4. Goldberg, Schaefer, Armstrong with Dixon and Foligno on the back end. Bishop has a talk with one of the Amherst players. And we're ready for the face-off. Two centers tie each other up, and nice outlet pass by Amherst right through the Pens defender. Shot blocked by Foligno, then goes into the goaltender, knocked to the corner. And Pens do battle in the corner. Schaefer gets the puck, gets it through the first guy, gets it through the second one, gets it up to Goldberg. Goldberg, just misses, but followed on by Armstrong. Armstrong takes 1-2 bumps. Goldberg gathers, comes out from behind the net, surveys, spins, hits the defender at the point, shot! Deflection once, it's sitting free! Rebound gathered in by the Amherst player. Everybody says hello, gives each other a little bump, and we're going to have a face-off. And 36 to go, third period, 4-4. In case you joined us late, or my signal sucks, because it probably has all game. Amherst out to an early 4-0 lead. And Pens have battled back, and now the game has been kind of at a stalemate since. Face-off won by Amherst. They go behind the net. And out to center, gathered on by Zachi. Zachi surveys and gets it up to Baru. Baru looks, goes to Bowen. Bowen comes in one-on-one. Tries to get it to the net, does softly. And we have a whistle. All right, Amherst steps in. Face off to the right of their goaltender. Vickers pushes it to the side, and behind the net they go. Circle around, regroup, and throw it up to the point. Not able to be held in, and Amherst now has a step. Can Kumnick get over? He does. And that one goes into Bartley, who wisely holds it. .9:58 to go, third period. Face off this time will be to the right of Colin Bartley. Puck is won by the Penguins, but knocked back into the corner by Amherst. And that puck is rimmed around to Bowen. Bowen does battle with one of the Amherst players. Now it goes back down into the corner, and Kumnik takes ownership. He swings it around to Baru. Baru knocks it up, but not out. And Bowen follows on, still can't get it out. I'm sorry, that's Vickers follows on. A pile of bodies there under the puck, or under the bodies is the puck, and the whistle blows. Gameplay getting very choppy as far as lots of breaks and whistles after we had a pretty fluid game previous to that. Oh, we're going to have an offside play and another whistle and face-off. All right, that one goes to the side to Siegel. Siegel throws it back to center red, and Schweitzer comes out with it. Back comes Schweitzer. Drives wide. Puck goes behind the net. Gathered in by Lohr. Goes to Schweitzer. Back in front to Coop. Out to the point to Ladigan. Shot. Nice save by the Amherst goaltender. Through a lot of traffic, he's able to get that glove out and snag the puck. All right, so 9:06 to go. Schweitzer steps in, won by Amherst, back to the corner. And they rim it up to their winger. And Siegel steps on, holds that in, dumps it down, gathered back in by Amherst, and outletted back to center. Bellino in pursuit. And that one gets dumped behind the net. Sent out front, nobody home except for Penn's players, but it hits somebody's skate, gets turned around, and back to center red now. And we just play ping pong at the blue line. And now it's dumped back in behind the net. Bellino chases on. And the puck's going to clear, come back to center, pursued by Lohr. Comes with some speed. And puck's knocked back in. And Lohr was down from the jousting battle he had with one of the Amherst defenders. Puck gets knocked back in. It's going to be an offside play. Goldberg, Armstrong, and Schaefer step in. Won by Amherst. Taken away by Goldberg, though. Goldberg passes over to Armstrong, who gets tripped up at the blue line. Call forthcoming. Unfortunate play for the Amherst player, but his stick got into the skates of Colton Armstrong, who went down. So the Pens are going to head to the power play. 7:59 to go, third period. Game still has continued its choppiness. It's kind of taken over in the third period. Puck won by the Penguins out to the point. Held in by Zachi. Throws it in front. Nobody home. Gets cleared to the point again. This time Dixon gathers on. And he goes around. Schaefer in pursuit. Gets the puck, head up. Tries to go in front to Goldberg, but that's intercepted by Amherst. Zachi again. Here comes a bomb. No, there's no bomb except for that hit. It sent Luka Zachi flying. And out comes Amherst now. And they got a 2-on-1 if they push it. And Dixon comes over and is able to knock that back to the corner. 52 seconds remaining on the power play. Amherst does battle in the corner. Pens come out with it. Back comes Goldberg. Goldberg head up, surveys. Is going to try to go between the legs. Held on and followed up now by Armstrong. Armstrong's in the corner. He's got two Amherst players on him. He needs some support. Now Goldberg comes down. And that one's rimmed around. Schaefer's going to be over. Schaefer over. Gathers the puck. Call forthcoming. A roughing call coming against the Penguins, apparently. Not sure who it's on. It's going to be on Goldberg. So there's 19 seconds left on the call against Amherst, and 1:30 now against the Pens. So we'll have 4-on-4 for 19 seconds, then Amherst will have a power play for 1:11 seconds. Vickers, Bowen, Kumnick, and Ladigan are on the ice. Kumnick chips it up to the point, back to center red, excuse me. And back comes Amherst. Into the corner goes the Amherst player. Throws it out front. Held on by Bartley. And we'll have another face-off. Vicker steps in. That puck is won by the Penguins. Thrown out to the point, but not out. Held back in. Gathered on by Kumnick. He throws it back to center ice. And Amherst will have to regather. Amherst throws it to their own blue line. Gathered in. Stepped up on by Kumnick. Kumnick throws it back to center. And Amherst's offside. 53 seconds to go in the Penguins' penalty kill. 6:11 to go, third period. So after intense action through the first and second period, the third period has been much more mellow. In steps the Pens. We've got Sigel and Baru as your two forwards. Baru in pursuit. Gets on the puck, holds it, grabs it in the corner, followed on by the Amherst player. And up to center. Gathered on by one of the Pens players, sent up the corner, held on by the point, and Kumnick gathers. He circles back. 20 seconds to go, penalty kill. Kumnick goes up to the point and clears it to center red. Amherst gathers on, regroups, comes up, drives wide, takes a shot, and held on nicely by Bartley. So 4 seconds ago, the penalty to Goldberg. 5:22 left, third period. Pens step in. Puck drop. Tied up, fought for by the Pens. And Dixon does battle against three Amherst players. Finally, one of them's able to overtake him, and they've ridden the puck behind. Amherst does work down below now, throws it out front, blocked by the Pens. Knocked back to the corner, and Sigel gathers on. And Schweitzer follows on. Still held at the point, though, nicely by the Amherst defender. Now Schweitzer takes it and smartly throws it back. Going to be far enough for icing. It is. And back comes the puck. Face-off will be to the left of Bartley. .453 to go, third period. That one's saucered into Bartley. He knocks it aside. And back come the Pens now. Get it out of the zone. They do. Schweitzer does nicely. Goes up to center on a knee pass to Lohr, who throws one in that got blocked by the defender and held by the Amherst goaltender. And Pens are going to change lines. We now have Goldberg, Schaefer, and Armstrong with Zachi and Kumnick is your D pairing. Goldberg steps in. Wins the puck nicely, cleanly to Armstrong. He tries to go over to Goldberg. That's knocked away by the Amherst defender. And back comes Amherst now. Kumnick overtakes the defender, gathers the puck. Tries to go up, but is not able to. Now, Amherst shot blocked, hit their falling forward. And puck's rimmed around, and Kumnik gathers. Kumnik goes up the boards, not able to get it out. In front to Amherst, player who fanned on it in front. And up come the Penguins now with a head of steam. They've got a chance. In front. Oh, it gets knocked wide. Penguin player down. We're going to get a whistle. So, looks like one of the Pens players lost their wind when they slammed into the boards. So bear with us a second here. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you in a moment. Welcome back. So the injured Pens player is up and able to gather himself and skate off. Looks like he hit his back and knocked the wind out of himself. So face-off's going to be just outside of the Amherst zone, where we've got Vickers, Baru, Bowen, Ladigan, and Foligno are your D pairs. 3:47 to go, third period, 4-4 tie. Pens win that face-off, throw it in to the Amherst zone, and come back in pursuit. Bowen intercepts, and the Amherst player is able to step up and knock it off his stick. Almost a golden opportunity there. Nice recovery by Amherst. And Amherst dumps into the Pen zone. Bowen on the back check from his opposite side winger position, knocks the puck into the corner, and now the puck comes up to Bowen. That knocks off his stick and out to the point, and rimmed back in by Amherst. And gathered on by Foligno. And thrown over to the corner. Bowen's going to come down. He's going to gather on, knock it up to the point. Nobody there. Shot by Amherst wide, goes into the corner. Baru comes down. Foligno almost had Vickers, but defended nicely by Amherst, who rims it back in again and goes to work. Ladigan goes up to Bowen, stepped up on by the defender. Bowen gets it up to Vickers. Vickers gets it up to Baru. We have ourselves a breakout. Baru gets tripped up, and back comes Amherst now. And puck goes into the corner. Ladigan takes on two Amherst defenders, followed on by Vickers now. Up to Bowen. Bowen looks, surveys, goes up high off the glass, just misses Baru. No, he hits Baru from the weak wing, and not sure what the call was. .219 to go, third period, 4-4. Schweitzer lure Siegel. And Dixon. And Zachi thrown in front, just wide of Siegel, stepped up on by Zachi, and now they're able to get it back. Schweitzer was back covering, and nice back checking by Dixon there. Siegel comes in now. That's knocked up the boards to the point, gathered on by we have a whistle. Two players collided, and I guess they're calling an injury timeout. Officials over talking to the Penguins bench. All right, and all right, 1:51 to go, third period. Won by Amherst. And just over the stick of Zachi, Dixon comes back in pursuit of the puck, gathers it behind the net to his winger and lure, stepped up on by Amherst, and Schweitzer gathers in. Goes left, goes right, comes up, stepped up on, and sent back to center red. Pens regather. And gathered on by Siegel. Siegel head up, cuts to the middle, has a man in front, tries to get it to him. He does, he tipped it. A stick called in the play. Whew, that was a close one. All right, so they did call a high stick, despite the fact that the puck went on net, hit their goaltender, and then was gathered in, but I think he was making the call and just a little slow to do so. So anyways, the puck's going to come all the way down now into the Penguin zone. Won by the Pens, and to the blue line, but not, yes, out. Armstrong does battle now. Goldberg follows on. He gets clean just in the corner, though. Just knocked it a little bit too far. Back to center red. Kumnick goes over to Ladigan. Ladigan dumps it in. And gathered on by Amherst. Amherst hits their winger, and the center comes up. And back to center red. In possession and offsides are the Amherst Knights with 33 seconds to go in the third period. All right. Schweitzer steps in. We have Schweitzer, Siegel, and Bowen on the ice. Siegel takes possession, tries to get at the center, doesn't, but Bowen gathers on. Bowen goes over to Siegel. Siegel gathers in. Head up, takes a look, shot, and held by the Amherst goaltender. Siegel took a rough ride after that shot by one of the Amherst players. And 13.9 to go, third period. So, see what the Penguins have in their bag of tricks here. If they can win this faceoff and generate some offense. There's going to be a penalty coming now. Actually, there is a penalty on Amherst. I'm sorry, I missed that. So, puck won by the Pens, gathered on by Siegel. Siegel tries to take the shot, blocked, followed on, and that'll do it.